What's up, everyone? I know I sound like a broken record box when I talk about this shit, but I'm tired of being silent. I'm tired of being quiet about all this shit. Like, I'm seriously tired of it. You know, since I was 27, the trolls have made my life a living nightmare. Tore me down, dehumanized me, and spread nothing but misinformation out there. And I'd be lying if I said that that shit doesn't fuck with me on a daily basis. Because of all this misinformation out there, I've lost friends, family members. My dad disowned me. My sister had to cut her off. And it fucking kills me because you fucking trolls. You don't know when to fucking stop. Or when to shut the fuck up. And I know you little pussy ass motherfuckers are probably watching this. And I don't give a fuck. What you guys do is not only wrong, not only is it illegal, it's disturbing. You know, every day when I wake up, my first thought isn't how good of a day am I going to have. My first thought every day is today going to be the day that it finally all ends and I get my life back. Every time when I go to sleep, my first thought is, I just want all this to stop. I want to get my fucking life back. Every day, damn near, I lay in bed sick. Physically sick. Almost daily. Barely moving, barely eating, barely doing anything. When I do these live streams, I literally have to force myself to get the fuck out of bed so that I don't end up in the ER again. Because for those of you that don't know, because of these trolls and what they've done to me, because of my depression that I now have because of them, I've ended up in the ER 3 different times. Because of how poor my health is. Because of all this. I barely eat anymore. I barely do anything at all. All I do is sit here or lay in my bed and watch TV and sleep. That's all I do. I barely do anything. And people often ask me, like, are you okay? Are you okay? And I'd be lying if I said that I was, because honestly, I'm not. Like, physically, I'm fine. Like, physically, I'm in, for lack of better terms, okay conditions. But because of these trolls, mentally, I am destroyed. I am mentally just not okay. Always being fucked with, always getting very fucked up emails in my email every day. Getting fucked up messages in my message requests. Always being called all kinds of names under the sun. Being stolen from. Everything that I've worked hard to build being torn down for no reason. My rights being violated with no repercussion. Because I have a right to make a fucking living, but it's like nobody wants that. These trolls, they don't want that for me. Just last month, I started a clothing brand to help fight against people like me that get bullied. And I started the clothing brand not just to fight against it, but as a way to bring people together. To help people feel like they're part of something bigger. And that they're actually doing something. That they're actually supporting a good cause. But no. Trolls ripped it all away. Every song I've ever recorded, stolen by N-Word Boy and William Gloryhole under the fake name Lance Chilkins. My record label I started for me and my brothers, ripped out from under me and stolen. There's so much misinformation out there that it needs to stop. Every day I'm basically living in a prison cell. I have no computer, no gaming console, nothing. I literally have nothing. And anytime anyone tries to help me, they go after that person. In any way they can. I've had people try to send me computers multiple times. So that I can do my job as a content creator and as a music artist. So I can at least have something to drown my pain in, too. Got ripped away. You know, people think that it's easy being me. People think that because I'm famous, I have all this money. But the reality is, I'm broke. The reality is, I have no money. I don't see any of the money of what I'm supposed to be making at all. I don't see any of it. All I see are people making money off of me. Getting paid off of me. You know, I'm 34 now. This shit's been going on since I was 27. You know, I've had friends die, whose deaths I didn't even get to mourn. Because I spent the better half of the last 8 years fighting. And people think I'm this awful person that I'm not. People constantly saying, oh, you're talking to little kids when I'm not. People saying, oh, you're a when I'm not. Oh, you admitted to being a that makes you a no. I admitted to that because I was blackmailed into it. Not because I wanted to say it, but because I was forcibly blackmailed into calling myself something that I am not. And I am not proud of that by any means. You know, before all this shit started, I had a normal life that I was enjoying. You know, I had an amazing life. One that I was proud of. I had my music career going for me. I had an amazing girlfriend at the time who I loved to death, who I thought the world of. I had my family, all my friends. I had all of that. I had everything. Everything I could have ever wanted and more. You know, I had everything going for me. Everything. I had the love of my life at the time, who I was happily engaged to. Had my music career starting to take off in the right way. Was collaborating with friends and people that I've listened to coming up in music. I was working my ass off, doing what I love. My YouTube channel at the time was slowly starting to gain traction. My Twitch career was taking off amazingly. I was doing really good with them. Had some amazing fucking sponsors. I had hit partnership. I was making $150 a day. Doing good for myself. Living a normal life. Enjoying life. Living my dream. Living my best dream life. That I had worked so hard to build. And then in a matter of minutes, in a matter of just pure seconds, it all got ripped away. You know, people say that I'm this evil person when really I'm not. And what breaks my heart even worse throughout all of this is that a lot of these people that come in judging me, they don't ever want to get to take the time to know the real me. to see who I really am underneath, all the fucking bullshit. And that hurts. If people would stop attacking me and actually get to sit down and get to know the real me that no one else gets to see, there would be a whole different outlook. Because people come in thinking that they know me just because my life was posted on the internet. Well, let me tell you right now, my life was not posted by choice. My private life was not posted on the internet by choice. It was posted by William Gloryhole, who went behind my back and started posting my private life that I wanted to keep private. And yes, I do have a biological father that went to prison for statutory rape. And no, I do not talk to him. Nor do I talk to my grandfather that did sexual stuff to my mom. I have nothing to do with those people because to me they are evil. They are vile. They are disgusting. And all you guys that come in here say that I was texting a minor and this and that, where's your proof? Because I proved that Mastro Mafia is a grown adult and what she did is illegal. You guys can sit there and say what you want, but you guys that believe that lie, that people can't be illegally entrapped unless by the police, you're full of shit. People like Mastro Mafia exist for one thing and one thing only. To cause destruction, chaos. And it makes me sick to see little bitches like her get away with hurting innocent people. And I know a lot of people ask this one question. If I were to face Kate Peters right now face to face, what would I do or what would I say? I can tell you what I would do. I would put hands on her. Reason why? She ruined my life. She ruined my life in a way that I don't know if it could ever be repaired. People say that I'm this evil, vile person, but really I'm not. Because half you fucking trolls don't want to shut the fuck up, put your hatred for me aside, and actually sit down and actually get to know the real me. You choose ignorance over humanity. And that's sad. And it makes me sick. If anyone is sick in the head, it's not me. It's the troll community, because what the troll community does is not normal. It's not normal and it's not okay. So when you guys can sit there and attack me all you want, that doesn't mean that I'm the bad guy. You trolls just want to spread misinformation for one reason and one reason only. For monetary gain. For money. You want to keep me enslaved so that you can make a profit off of me. That's what it's always been about. Making money off me. And that's wrong. You guys purposely made me a target when I was 27. And have forced me into unspeakable things that I can't even mention without fear of being laughed at and mocked and judged. Things that I will forever carry with me that haunt me for the rest of my life. You guys forced me and blackmailed me into doing just vile, disgusting, embarrassing, dehumanizing sexual acts on myself. All for your fucking gain. And it's disgusting. And to you trolls, I say this. You have no idea how violated I felt. How dehumanized I felt when you guys made me do that shit. Yes, I may be past all of that now. But the memory and the scar is still there, and it's still very real. And the fact that you trolls can sit there and do that to people is beyond fucked up. It's not okay. I understand that I've made mistakes along the way, and I get that. I get that I've made mistakes along the way. Nobody's fucking perfect, okay? No one is fucking perfect. But just because I made a few mistakes along my journey, that doesn't mean I don't deserve to live a normal life again. You know, it really fucking kills me to see other people like myself be bullied by you motherfuckers. Because every day I wake up with mental scars on my brain, on my heart. Every day. Every day I am reminded of how you trolls fucking dehumanized me. How you ripped away my entire life and tore it to shreds in a matter of minutes. You know, you fuck somebody's life up and then you expect them to be okay afterwards. And that's something I don't understand. Like, how can you ruin and destroy someone's life like you did mine and expect them to be okay afterwards? And expect them to function normally? And Terry, I'm sure you agree with this, man. Like, I don't see how they can expect someone to act normal mentally after being put through what I've been put through. Because even you gotta admit, Terry, if you went through what I went through, you wouldn't be the same either. You'd be pretty fucked up too. And you're not wrong, dude. They're definitely not normal. And I try, dude. Every day I fucking try. You know, when for everybody out there that is able to live a normal life, I can honestly say that I'm happy for you guys. I am so beyond happy for you guys that y'all get to live a normal life. I'm glad that you guys don't have to go through what I go through. Because every day I see people walking down the street, going places, going to have fun, visiting family, hanging out with friends. And I can't tell you, I can't even begin to tell you how bad I want that back. Because like I said, I used to have a normal life. I did. And to be honest, I miss it. I miss my normal life that I had. Every day I think about it. Every day I think about what I would do if I lived a normal life again. The things I would do. The places I would go see. The people I would go visit. The things that I would have fun doing again. The friends that I would make amends with. I think about that every day. You know, my life right now is far from normal. My life is literally a never-ending war zone every day. And people think that my life is great. It's not. You know, every ounce of money that I should be making, I don't see one red cent of. Ever. Like, I literally don't see any money of what I should be making. Why? Because of these trolls. because they want to sit there and steal and rob from me. Steal everything I work on, everything I work hard to build, and just ripped away. And people think that I see all this money coming in and that I have all this fancy stuff, but I don't. I am literally a millionaire that is broke, that has not seen 1 red cent of what I'm supposed to make because of these trolls. All my music stolen from me. My clothing brand ripped out from under me. My record label stolen right out from under me. Friends abandoned me. Dad disowned me. My older sister stabbed me and my mom and our family in the back and joined the trolls. I've literally lost everything because of these people. I've lost my best friends. I've lost family. I've lost my life. My normal life that I used to live, I've lost. And will I ever get it back? I don't know. Every day I fight the demons I fight the demons of depression, anxiety, panic attacks, and I often am forced to fight off very, very, very evil thoughts of every day. Because a lot of people might not know this, but on 2 separate occasions 5 years ago, I had attempted to take my own life twice. 2 separate times I had attempted to take. And it's not because I'm weak. It's not because I was scared. It was because I was tired. Tired of dealing with the pain. Tired of waking up not living life. Tired of not being able to do things that I fucking actually enjoyed doing. Tired of not being able to live a normal life. You know, going out, hanging out with friends. You know, having that special someone in my life that I can come home to at night. Having a family. of my own. You know, having a son or a daughter, having an amazing wife that I can call mine, that I am proud to be with. Having my fucking dream job that I actually enjoy doing. You know, things I actually enjoyed. Every day is a constant struggle for me to stay alive. And it really is. Every day is a constant battle for me. Every day is a constant war with the thoughts in my head. Every day for me is a fight for survival. And while a lot of you guys go to sleep, you have dreams or whatever, but not me. When I go to sleep, I don't dream. When I go to sleep, I go to war with my demons every night. I go to war with them through night terrors, every night. Waking up in cold sweats, having nightmares so realistic about me being killed or my family being harmed that I literally rip myself up out of the dead sleep just to go check on my family. You know, all I want is to be normal again. I want to be normal again without the trolling, without the attacks. I want to be able to live my life in peace and do my job that I love so much without being berated, being belittled, being bullied, being attacked. That's all I want. That's all I've ever wanted. That's all I've ever wanted out of life. Is to be able to live normally and do what I love for a living and not have to live in fear. That's all I want. You know, you trolls, you sit there and you say all these awful things. Like they mean something, but they just don't. Am I aware that I rent space in your head? Yes. But that doesn't make the pain that you guys cause me, it doesn't make it any less painful. It really doesn't make it any less painful. I wish to God I could just turn a button off and get away from everything in real life, but I can't. Like, people think that for me, that getting off the internet is the solution. That it's the end-all, be-all. But it's not. Because I would end up attacked in real life. Every time I leave the internet, my family gets attacked in real life. And it's not fun. So to anybody out there that has given me a chance and has gotten to know the real me and the real story and has actually shown love and support to me, I want to say thank you. Because your love and support means the world to me, especially right now. Like, people think that I'm this awful person. But for those of you that have actually gotten to know the real me and have sat down and talked to me and gotten to see how I actually am when I'm not being attacked, thank you. I genuinely appreciate it. And to those that have not done so yet, I implore you to do just this one thing. I challenge you to just do this one thing. Set all your feelings and your hatred for me aside. And sit down and actually get to know me as a human being. You know, get to know my likes, my dislikes, my side of the story. You know, get to know what it is that I deal with. Because I guarantee you, if you do that, you'll see a whole different side of me that you've not seen. And I promise you that. And here's the thing, Noah. I wish I could, but unfortunately for me, that's not an option. I wish it was, but it's not. I do not have that option. As much as I wish I did, I don't. Because if I get off the internet, my family gets attacked in real life. Every time I leave, my family gets attacked in real life. We get bricks thrown through shit, jars of paint dropped on us, gunshots fired at us, things stolen, people showing up to our house that are trolls. So unfortunately for me, that's not an option. I wish it was, but it's not. And by being on here, I'm doing what is hard, but also what is right. I'm speaking out against what's going on. I'm speaking out on a very real subject that needs to be dealt with, that a lot of people don't have the courage to speak about. So therefore, no, me getting off the internet is not going to happen, and it is not an option. Believe me, I wish other people would speak out on the matter. I do. But everybody else is too afraid. So I have to do it. I have to be the one that does the hard job. I have to be the one that relives my nightmares. I have to be the one that speaks out for those that these people victimize by sharing my story, my experiences, and what I've been through. It's the only way that attention can be brought to this. Because even you have to admit, man, these people need to be stopped. And the only way to do that is to raise awareness. And the only way to raise awareness is make videos like this. To speak out. To reach out to people. That is the only option and the only answer that there is. And why is that the only option and answer that there is? Like I said, these people have robbed me of every other option. They've robbed me of every other way to reach out. So unfortunately, me getting off, it's not an option. Not until these people are shut down. Because I will not stop and I will not rest until justice is brought to these people. Starting with William Glory Hole and N-Word Boy. They need to be stopped before someone else gets hurt. And I'm going to be the one to do it. Because right now I'm building a case against them. So William, N-Word Boy, if you think that your reign of terror is going to last much longer, it's not. Because everything you've done to me is highly illegal on both the regular level, which is on the state level, and then on a federal level. And if you think that it's not, then you're full of shit. Because you guys have committed so many crimes against me and my family that you guys should be facing life in prison without the possibility of parole. After all the evil and vile dehumanizing things you put me through, after all the lies that you've spoken about me, after every single thing that you've done to me, you will pay for what you've done. And to everybody else, I hope this is a very good inside look at what I deal with. And again, for those of you that did reach out and got to know me as a person and did not judge me, you guys actually took the time to sit down and get to know me as a person and see that I'm really not a bad guy. I want to say thank you. I appreciate that beyond words. But to William and N-Word Boy, all I got to say is this: when you two go to prison for all you've done, all I have to say to you is this: God have mercy on your soul.